Hey, what's going on, guys? Sam here, and today we have a different type video just because they've never really done this type of video. As you can tell from the thumbnail and the title of the video and the whole reason you clicked, we haven't really got this in NBA 2K20 before. We haven't at all this year, and we haven't got it in previous 2Ks from what I can remember. And what it is until May 26th or Tuesday, May 26th, you can go back and get the player of the month cards. And yes, this might be kind of old news just because when you're watching this, it's Saturday and I'm recording this on Friday because I'm out of town. But long story short, I thought I would cover just obviously the rewards and stuff, even though most of you guys probably already know them, and then just give you some tips and tricks. And feel free to seriously leave a comment below if you guys need any help or you have any questions. I'm going to try to help you through this video and give you guys some resources on how to go 12-0 or just how to get these player of the month cards, because yeah, like I'm not going to be live streaming for 2 days, and usually you guys come in the streams and ask for help. So feel free to leave a comment. I will definitely reply as quickly as I can, because I don't know, I am going to be on vacation and enjoying the breakaway from YouTube, but I still want to help you guys out. So feel free to leave a comment if you need any help and want any tips on how to, get these player of the month cards. But anyway, what they have done is, obviously, as we're talking, as you can see from the last day, you probably already figured out how many wins you need to get the reward card you are missing. And the reason I really am emphasizing you guys go out, and even if you don't think you're the best online player, try to get the player of the month reward cards that you're missing. Maybe if you don't have any of them, maybe this isn't very attractive to you, but if you're missing some of them, I highly recommend you go back and try to get this Dr. J. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. You don't need to get him. I mean, he's basically a Galaxy Opal Michael Jordan for free, and he's a really good card. But I would say if you're going to prioritize going or getting these player of the month cards, I would go after Moses Malone, James Worthy, and Wilt Chamberlain, and then you still have the rest of the month to get Glenn Rice, because as you can see here in the collections, we have one more player until we get the mystery player of the month, or what you get for locking in all these players of the months. And we got, like I said, we got Dr. J for the last 5 months, and this card is really, really good after they updated him. Even, I guess he was just okay when we initially got him, but then they updated him, and he's actually really, really good. Like I said, basically a free Michael Jordan card. So I really recommend you guys, if you're missing James Worthy, or you missed Wilt, or you just got the game and you don't have any of these three, if you have the time this weekend, maybe you don't, like me, maybe you're on vacation, maybe you're just chilling, maybe you don't want to sweat, that's fine. But if you're like missing one card, I really recommend you go and play this. And let me move on to my tips now, because I don't want to be rambling so long about stuff that you already know, and maybe I have done that already. But some tips, let's move on to some tips that I have for you guys to go 12-0. And like I said, first of all, figure out what cards you want to go after first. I would prioritize Wilt Chamberlain, Moses Malone, and James Worthy for the next month's player of the month, and then the collection reward. But after you do that, it's up to your lineup. And okay, it might come off as flexing, but you don't need a lineup like this to go 12-0. The thing is, I didn't even use this lineup to go 12-0. The last 2 months, I've been using this lineup right here to go 12-0. And in fact, I haven't even used these three guys off the bench. I actually ran a 5-man. And as cheesy as it is, not even cheesy, I guess, I don't know, is it cheesy? I don't know. I guess we're going to get into 2K ethics and stuff. Who cares? I guess, because I honestly, I don't care myself. If you got to go 12-0 with a 5-man or 8-man or 13-man, doesn't matter. Just go 12-0. But I've been using a 5-man myself, so don't think you have to have the best cards in the game to go 12-0. You don't have to have like 13 cards. You don't. So what I recommend is playing here. I wrote down some stuff here so I don't just ramble on all day like I kind of have been this whole video. But I have some tips for you guys when going 12-0 or just winning games in general. And the first thing is play your style of basketball. And I know we are kind of on a time crunch. This is only available until the 26th or on Tuesday, so you do have limited time. And it might sound kind of contradictive, or I might contradict myself here with some of my tips, but let me explain. What I want you guys to do is play your play style and use players that you're the most confident in. And that might be like kind of common sense, Sam. Like, okay, well, yeah, we're going to use cards that are our style. We already have them. We bought them, and we are going to use players we're confident in. But like, I want you guys to use the cards that you guys can, you can green with. My lineup right here, let me go down to my 5-man. This lineup right here, I know these guys' releases in the back of my head. Like, it's a green every single time. I don't use, like, some people ask me why I don't have T-Mac and stuff like that. And obviously, those cards are good. And And I'm not saying they're bad cards, but I just really recommend, I can't emphasize enough, use cards that you know. Don't go use cards because some YouTubers hyped them up. Don't go use cards because your friends say they're good or they're Galaxy Opal. If you guys have to use Amethyst cards, Ruby cards, it doesn't matter. Like, use cards that you can green with consistently, because when you're playing 12-0 or going 12-0, every shot matters, and you want to get as many greens as possible because they actually determine the swing of the game sometimes. You want to hit every shot you can. So that might seem like common sense for some of you guys, but I get so many questions in my stream. Sam, why don't you have T-Mac, or should I get T-Mac? Everyone says he's really good. Like, and it's not just with T-Mac, but I'm trying to just really emphasize here, use cards you're good with. They don't have to be the highest tier cards. Just use cards that you know you're good with and can dominate with, because at the end of the day, all you have to do is win. It doesn't matter how you win. Okay, we're not going to talk about the other stuff like that, but it doesn't matter what cards you use to win. As long as you get the W, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter the players you use. So the next tip I have for you guys is, and it might sound, again, kind of like common sense, but have multiple ways to play and score. Don't be a one-trick pony. And that might sound kind of corny, or might be like, well, Sam, I'm amazing with pick and roll. I'm amazing with peekaboo. And yes, those are very effective ways of playing, but I cannot tell you how many times on my 12-0 runs personally, and how many games just playing in general, that some guys beating up on you early, and then maybe you're down 6 or 8, and then I figure out what they're doing, and I just stop, and I just completely stop it, and then I end up winning by 20 to 30 points. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, there's some people that they just play one way, and as soon as you shut them down, they have nothing to do. So what I recommend is have multiple ways to play. And what do I mean by this? I mean, set up a freelance. If you guys don't know what freelances are, I would YouTube it. I'm going to actually leave some links below in the description for you guys to go check out some tutorials of all the YouTubers that I'm going to mention in this video here. So definitely click on those links for help, because again, I'm going to try to answer as many questions as I can for you guys if you leave a comment, but there's so many great resources and NBA 2K players here on YouTube that I personally have learned a lot about, and some of those people include RCA the Great, Ty Dabo. I guess those two off the top of my head are the ones that have taught me the most about playing 2K this year, and have taught me some tips and stuff. But there's a lot of other great people out there too. So just YouTube. Feel free to YouTube any questions you have. But anyway, I'm kind of getting off track here. Have multiple ways to score. Have a freelance. Set up a freelance. I personally use 21 delay. If you don't know what that is, definitely YouTube it. I don't have a tutorial myself. I need to make one, but definitely run a freelance. I know Ty Dabo recommends point freelance. If you want a lot of spacing, use the point freelance. And again, if you don't know how you do that, I will leave a link in the description either to the tutorial or to his channel. And I highly recommend you guys look there for the tutorials. But anyway, multiple ways to score. Freelance 1. Have a playbook. I use the Knicks playbook. You could use the 13 Heat playbook. I know there's tutorials out there on that. You could use the Magic, but I really recommend the Knicks playbook. I actually do have a tutorial on that. So if you want to learn how to score with a lot of 3-point plays and pick and roll, this is definitely the playbook for you. So link to that again in the description. But yeah, you can run the Bucks for 5 out. You can run the 13 Heat playbook. I know Bio2K has a video on that. Again, link to in the description to that. But yeah, multiple ways to score, freelance plays, and throw in some pick and roll, pick and fade, peekaboo, the ways you guys play. And it's great. Yeah, it's great if you can score one way and they can't stop you, then keep doing it. But have multiple ways to play, because you guys will encounter, maybe you'll go 8-0 and just playing one way, but then you're going to run into some good guys on your 12-0 run, and they can stop you with the method you've been using all the other games. So have multiple ways to score. Don't be a one-trick pony, because once they figure you out, you might be done for. So that's my biggest tip right there, because I just get so many people, and I watch so many people play just the same way all game, and it's just, yeah, you got to have multiple ways to score. You got to be able to diversify your offense. Now, the last tip I have for you guys too is make sure, I guess this is another thing, this wasn't the tip, but make sure you use a good coach. Make sure you're boosting the stats you want to boost. I use Mike Malone. But the last tip I have here for you guys, and it's kind of going back to what I was saying earlier in the video, try different lineups. If you're having problems running your God Squad, try a budget lineup. Try a 5-man. I actually, when I was going for Wilt Chamberlain, it took me 3 attempts to go 12-0. I used my God Squad the first time, I budget the second time, and then the 5th time when I did go 12-0, I used my 5-man, and I've been using 5-man ever since. So try a 5-man lineup with bronzes on the bench. That doesn't work, try a budget lineup and get your overall below 90, or I guess you could try to overall cheese. I'm not really too familiar with all that stuff. But again, there's tutorials on YouTube for that, so feel free to YouTube those. I'll try to put a couple of those in the description below. But try different things: 5-man, 8-man, budget squad, god squad, whatever works for you. But don't just keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. That's just the definition of insanity. And I can't tell you how many times people say, "Oh, the matchmaking's bad," which it is bad, and they're like, "Oh, I can't win with this." Well, try something else. You never know the different possibilities and ways there are out there to score. And what am I saying? It sounds like I'm rambling now, which maybe I am, but you just keep trying different methods, try different things. I was so confident I'm using my god squad, and then the chat convinced me, "Yo, Sam, try a 5-man." And once I used a 5-man, I literally went 12-0 in less than like 3 hours. It was just, don't be stubborn and not be willing to change up your playbook, your lineup, your style of play, and stuff like that to go 12-0. So I know, like I said, it is a very limited time, and I guess another big tip I have is use players that you're confident with. I said that earlier. That was the first thing I said. And you might be kind of not confident and familiar with if you're changing your lineup and playbook and stuff like that. So I guess I am kind of contradicting myself. But if you can take something away from this video and incorporate it into your offense or just how you play, I guarantee you will play better. Just because so many times I feel like when we're going 12-0, this game gets us just so dug in a rut. Again, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here and rambling, but be able to do different things and change your play style and look at the game differently and stop and not keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So that is going to be the video, guys. I know this is something totally we haven't done before on the channel, and it's probably like the only time we'll ever make a video like this, because I don't see them doing this again, or maybe they will, who knows. But let me know in the comments below if you need help, or if you need help or have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to definitely try to help you guys go 12-0 over the weekend, because I won't be able to play myself, and that's totally fine with me because I already went 12-0. But I'm definitely going to try my best to help you guys out. So leave any comments below if you need any help or have any questions, and I will definitely help you out, because I want you guys to go 12-0. But guys, thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and until next time, I guess on Monday when I'm back from vacation and I'm streaming again. Until next time, peace out and have a great weekend.